less the session. Okay, nakapagpasa na ba lahat ng activity? Sino nga to? Topaz. Opal. Okay, this is additional information. No, mag-skip muna tayo sa DNA replication after protein synthesis. Let's have this additional lesson, no? In line with the curriculum guide of the DepEd. Kasama naman to sa Bio 1. No, let's discuss the flow of energy in the ecosystem. Okay, which the photosynthesis and the cellular respiration. No, the focus point or the learning objectives for today is to define photosynthesis and explain the benefits of it to humans and explain how cellular respiration and photosynthesis are related. Okay. Okay, based on your prior knowledge, no, how do animals and plants get the energy that they need? Where does it come from? Again, saan nanggagaling yung mga energy na kailangan or ginagamit ng plants and animals? The primary source of energy. Wala, kulang sumasagot. Yes,
Photosynthesis, sir.
Librando. Sa photosynthesis nanggagaling?
Sa
Librando.
sun.
Librando.
Rinig po ako, sir.
Ayan, yan.
Araw po, sa sun po.
Okay, very good. Sa sun, solar energy, no? So, how does the solar energy is converted into chemical energy that can be utilized by the body? So, first, wait, baliw si curve. Okay, the first step, no, plants make their food through photosynthesis, no? Yung food nila in a form of glucose, okay? Sila yung gumagawa ng pagkain nila. Then, the sugar or the energy, yung ginawa nilang glucose, is sent throughout the plant for its cell to use. So kapag nakagawa sila ng sarili nilang food, no, they utilize the sugar na ginawa nila para magamit ng plants nila for another activity, no? So hindi magko-function yung mga yung mga cells kung walang energy. So sila gagamitin rin nila 'yon, no? Yung mga excess na sugar or energy, no, from the photosynthesis that they created, no, it will be stored somewhere in the parts of the plant. Either it could be in the roots, in the stem, in the leaves, no? In the form of fruits. Kalimitan, mga prutas, no? So tayo din, ganun yung ginagawa natin, no? We store. Kapag kumain, ang pagkakaiba lang sa animals, kakain tayo. No? Sila, nagpo-photosynthesis. Gumagawa sila ng sarili nilang kino-convert nila yung energy from the sun. No, tayo, nagko-consume. Okay? So, kung nag-consume tayo, meron sobrang glucose na kinain natin. No, wala na, hindi na tayo nagtatakbo, nakapagpahinga na tayo. Saan napupunta yung glucose na yon? Yung energy na yon? Where will it be stored? Saan mai-store ang glucose na kinain natin, excess that is yet to be that is yet to be used by the body? Saan mapupunta? Sa sa ulan? Sa ulan, sa muscles and sa liver. Ngayon, sabi na natin yan, sa muscles and sa liver. It will be stored. Opo. It will be stored on the muscles and the liver for later use. No, kapag kailangan na ulit natin, no, kunyari, tumakbo ka, pagod ka na, okay, yung iyong katawan will generate ATP, na manggagaling dun sa liver and sa muscle. No, then kapag nakapag-generate tayo, gagana ka na ulit, kikilos ka na ulit, no? So, sa plants, saan nila ini-store? Sa iba't ibang parte ng katawan, no? Or commonly sa mga prutas. Animals eat a plant or another plant eater in order to obtain the energy originally stored in plants. Okay, originally sa plant makukuha yung mga yon. No, so what will happen? Kakainin ng animals yung plant. So yung energy from the plant will be passed to the animals, yung nag-consume. Then, for example, yung ibang plants, no, nahulog yung kanilang bunga. Okay, yung bunga, saan ba? Pag nahulog ba yan, mapupunta ba ng ibang lugar yung bunga? Di ba? Hindi. Oh, malapit lang rin dun sa roots. So, it will be decomposed. Eh, kapag na-decomposed, it will be absorbed again by the soil. Then eventually, it will be absorbed again by the root system of the plant. So, papalik-balik lang, no? Ganun po nako-consume ng plant yung kanilang nutrients. Then, both plants and animals break down this sugar in a form that they can use. 'Di ba sa atin, kanya carbohydrates, we digest it, no? In a smaller molecule that could be absorbed by the cells. Ganun rin po sa plants, no? In order to release its stored energy. This process is called cellular respiration. Okay, cellular respiration na 'yon. Then, this is how both plants and animals get the energy they need to live and thrive. Okay. Si plants, they don't need animals para mabuhay. But animals, they need plants, no, to access or to acquire the energy na kailangan nila. Kasi we cannot convert the sunlight, no, into chemical energy. Okay? At hindi rin totoo na yung pag nagpa-araw ka, you will get a lot of vitamin D. No. May matitrigger na part sa ating skin that will produce the vitamin D. Hindi yung sunlight yung source ng vitamin D, no? Matitrigger sa katawan natin that will produce vitamin D. Okay, ganun po nakukuha ng plants and animals yung kanilang energy. Next, no, let's explain photosynthesis. Is the process by which plants make food and use the energy from the sunlight to convert into carbon dioxide and water into sugar. Okay? From the sunlight, from the solar energy, magiging converted into chemical energy in a form of water and sugar. Okay? Let's recall, in what part or what cell organelle does the photosynthesis happen or occur? Saang parte ng cell? Ribosome daw. Wait.
Chloroplast po.
Sir. O ba? Sa ribosome ba nagko-contact ang photosynthesis?
Chloroplast, sir. Chloroplast.
Chloroplast, 'di ba?
Sir, ako nauna.
Ninakaw ko, di ba eh?
Ako nauna.
Oy, di ka narinig. Di ka
O sige,
narinig.
si Divine na. O sige na, si Divine. Okay? Sa chloroplast, no? Specifically sa plastids. Yung plastids, pero iba't iba yan. So, isa yung chloroplast doon, no? So, si chloroplast, um, dito sa slides, meron yan eh. Meron siyang parts, may structure pa yung chloroplast, no? Kung saan nangyayari yung photosynthesis. Doon papasok yung light dependent and independent reaction. Okay? Mamaya, hindi na mamaya, bukas, sa susunod na discussion pa yun, no? So, doon po nangyayari yung photosynthesis. No? So, kung wala kang chloroplast, you cannot perform photosynthesis. No? So, sino bang mga may chloroplast? Okay? Mostly, plants. And some other animals, meron din sila, no? Okay? So, what's the purpose of photosynthesis? Again, to make their own food. The plants use photosynthesis to make their own food in a form of glucose. Now, all organisms get energy from food, but only plants can make their food. Okay? Plants lang ang kayang gumawa ng pagkain. No? yung yung mga animals, they can only rely on the food that the plants produce. Now, plants make food through the process of photosynthesis, which photo means light and synthesis means to produce or putting together, pinagsama-sama, no? So, pinagsama-sama by the use of light. No, in photosynthesis, plants put together materials to make food with the energy of sunlight. Ayan yon, no? So, mayroon silang raw materials, which are the carbon dioxide that we exhale and absorbed by the plants, and the water that naturally comes from rain, from the water cycle, absorbed by the root system of the plants, no, papunta sa kanilang mga dahon, together with solar energy, will yield or convert into sugar or glucose or oxygen. Okay, 6 units of carbon dioxide, 6 na molecules ng carbon dioxide plus 6 na molecules ng water will yield 1 unit or 1 molecule of sugar and 6 na molecules ng oxygen. Okay, so based on the zeroth law of thermodynamics and the law of conservation of energy, anong sabi? Sabi, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be only transferred from one form to another. So, let's check kung tama yun, no? Um, the molecules, the number of molecules from the raw material must be equal to the number of the molecules from the product. Okay, let's check. Okay, 6 units of carbon. Okay, 6 units. O, tignan natin sa product. 6 units lang rin. So, check. Okay, balanced. 6 units of O2. So, ilan yon? 6 times 2, 12. Plus 6 times 1. So, 12 plus 6, 18. So, check natin dito. Ito, 6. Ito, 6 times 2, 12. 6 plus 12, 18. So, balance is oxygen. Sa hydrogen, 6 units times H2. So, 12. Ito siya, 12. Okay, so balance din, no? So, walang nawala, walang nadagdag. So, that's the idea in energy. Okay? So, pag nakakita kayo ng mga 2, yung subscript, O2, H2, N2, no? Sila ay mga gas in gaseous form, no? Mga hangin sila. Okay? So, in the process, nagpo-produce, mag-yield ng oxygen that we inhale and the sugar that we consume. Okay? Yung sugar, that it does not only refer to matamis, ha? For example, the plant stored the sugar in the stem. Hindi ibig sabihin nun, matamis yung stem. Okay? Yung sugar na tinutukoy ay in a form of energy na magagamit ng ating katawan. Okay? That doesn't mean na matamis. For example, yung mga starch, di ba, carbohydrates, pag na-digest natin sugar, yung starch ba matamis? Di ba hindi? Okay? No, sugar is not equivalent to, or in this process, sugar does not equate to sweetness, no? Hindi ibig sabihin matamis. Okay, let's have a trivia. Trivias actually. No, it was designed by Sir Edward. Sabi niya, energy of sunlight. It is the energy of the sunlight that powers the process of photosynthesis. Again nga, kahit tayo, we can absorb sunlight but we cannot process it and convert it into chemical energy. Hindi po natin kaya yun because we lack chloroplast. Hindi natin magagawa yon. Only plants and organisms that can photosynthesize can do the process. No? Fact number 2, the process of photosynthesis mostly only happens in plants. No? Mostly, no, not totally, but almost totally. Okay? Halos lahat ay nangyayari lang sa plants. Why? Because there were organisms that can photosynthesize. Example, yung algae, no? They are protists. No? There are two types of protists, 'di ba? Sinabi ko na 'yon. The animal-like and the plant-like, no? The plant-like are called protists, simply protists. The animal-like are called protozoans. Kung narinig nyo na yan, I know you're familiar with that. They are the animal-like. So, example ng mga animal-like, mga amoeba, paramecium, no? They have the characteristics to being an animal, but they are not completely an animal. Okay? Yung mga algae naman, yung mga protists, they are plant-like. They have the characteristics of a plant, like photosynthesis, or they can conduct photosynthesis, but they cannot be considered as plant. Kasi mayroon silang characteristics na wala rin sila. Okay? So, algae, example pa ng mga protist, algae, seaweeds, mga kelp, okay, they are examples of protist na nagpo-photosynthesis din, no? And some bacteria, no? Napag-aralan to nung earth science. Okay, kung naalala nyo yung cyanobacteria, they are the bacteria that produces oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. It's the most abundant bacteria in the ancient earth that produces a lot of oxygen gas sa atmosphere ng earth, no? Kaya it used to be it was believed that due to the high concentration of oxygen due to the high concentration of oxygen molecules on the atmosphere on the ancient earth, no, the organisms used to be giants, no. Yun yung pinaniniwalaan. It's just a theory. Dahil madami daw um oxygen atom or gas sa atmosphere, naging giant yung mga organisms. So here are the different uh, classification of organisms according to their function, no, in their environment. It could be producer or autotroph or consumer or heterotroph. Simply, pag producer, they produce their own food. Yung mga halaman. And some bacteria and algae. Okay? Heterotroph, they are consumer. They consume the producer or they consume the direct consumer of the producer. For example, si toad, no? Kinakain niya yung grasshopper na kumakain sa producer. So consumer pa din siya, no? Second level, second degree na siya. Okay? Yung grasshopper, siya yung direct consumer which directly feast or consume the producers. Okay? So ganun lang po siya kasimple. So yung heterotroph hanggang umabot yan ng apex predator. O tayo, tao. So here are the different examples of different types of consumers, no? Merong or heterotroph. Pareho lang 'yon, no? Merong herbivore, herbivore from the word herb, they consume plants, okay? And they evolve to have anong meron sa kanila? Common sa mga herbivore. What are common to the herbivore? Especially in
Plants
eating.
po. Plants lang kinakain.
Okay. Anong ang common sa kanila? In their body parts. Okay, they have a flat teeth. Okay, flat yung ngipin nila. Why? Why do they evolve to have a flat teeth? And what's the use of that flat teeth?
Nag-adapt sa mga halaman, sir.
Why?
Pagkakain.
Bakit nag-adapt? How does it evolve or changed? For eating plants. Oh nga. What's the rationale? Ba't kailangan flat?
Para
Ba't?
mag-grind. Tsaka ma-chew.
Okay.
Manguya.
Bakit? Ano bang meron sa plant cell? Ba't kailangan nguyain maigi?
Yung mga
Kulang-kulang naman sumagot. Yung
dito.
mga...
Nutrients.
Okay, because the plant cell has a rigid cell wall. Mas matigas yung kanilang cell wall. So they need strong teeth to grind and chew very good the plants para manguya nila ng maigi. Okay? Next, herbivore ay sa carnivores, no? So ganun rin, they adapt, no? Their body organs adapt in tearing and ripping the meat apart from the bone. No? So they develop the canine, ngipin nilang matulis, no? To tear apart the meat from the bone. Kasi kung flat yun, may hirapan silang tanggalin, no? Also, yung mga big cats, 'di ba? They have a they have a tongue na patulis-tulis, patusok-tusok, no? Because it also helps in ano ba, in consuming the meat, mga nakadikit na sa buto. Okay? So nag-evolve yung simple, yung ngipin pa lang yun, sa pagkain pa lang yun, no? Okay? Next ay mga omnivores, no? They develop, kasama tayo dun, no? They develop two sets of teeth, merong flat, merong sharp, no? Because we consume both plants and meat. Or we consume, or I mean, we eat, no? We feast on both plants and meat. So there were times that we eat meat, so we use the canine, no? Kung napapansin nyo, di ba, sinabi to ng dentista, kung napapansin nyo, bihirang mabulok ang pangil, no? Bihira siya mabulok kasi yun yung pinakamatibay ng ngipin natin. Why? Kasi nga, yun yung ano niya, purpose niya, no? Mag-tear apart ng meat dun sa buto. Sabi ng dentista, kapag yan ay nasira, talagang napabayaan ang oral health, no? Yun ang pinakamatibay, 'di ba? Yung mga mga picture ng mga bunga laging may pangil kasi yun yung pinakamatibay. Okay? So, bibig pa lang yun, sa ngipin pa lang yun, meron ang dami ng evolution, no? Isa pang example ng evolution regarding the environment because the environment drives them to evolve in what evolution ang meron sila ngayon. For example, yung mga tawag dyan, giraffe. Mga giraffe, their ancestor used to have a short neck, no? But they resort on eating the foliage of the tree. Yun yung gusto nilang kainin, i-consume, yung mga dahon-dahon sa puno. Bakit? Because the competition on eating the grassland is high. Madami ng omnivore na kalaban. 'Di ba, hindi naman sila basta kain ng dahon, pinipili rin nila, no? Okay. So they resort on eating the foliage from the tree. So some trees are high, some trees can be reached easily. So yung mga matataas na puno, of course, they still try to reach it, no? So nai-stretch yung kanilang leeg. After some time, yung generation, hindi hindi lang isang generation yun, no? Mga kanununuan, sinusubukang abutin, hanggang sa na namana na nila yung ganong genes. Then, humaba na yung kanilang leeg. No? Tawag doon, sinearch ko yun kasi inexplain ko sa Topaz at Opal, hindi nakalimutan ko eh. So, ang tawag doon ay theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics. Acquired, ibig sabihin, nakuha mo. So, yun yung ginawa ng giraffe, yung mga naunang giraffe. Inabot nila ng inabot, na-stretch yung leeg nila. So, yung mga anak nila, yung genes nila nagbago na alter. Tapos napasa sa anak. Tapos yung mga anak nag-abot din ng nag-abot hanggang sa humaba ng humaba yung kanilang leeg. Okay? So ganun po, no? Isa pa doon ay theory of use and disuse. Paggamit at hindi paggamit ng body organs. For example, the vestigial organs, yung mga wisdom tooth, okay? We used to have wisdom tooth. O naturally, hanggang ngayon naman may wisdom tooth, no? But, um, ngayon wala na siyang, um, silbi, wala na siyang direct function. Why? Sige nga, what used to be the what used to be the function of the wisdom tooth?
Sir, panguya sa mga matitigas na pagkain.
Okay, very good. No? Kasi dati, we don't yet discover fire. Okay? Hindi pa natin na-discover. So, yung mga pagkain raw, matigas. Okay? So, our body, no, needs to digest, to grind the food, to chew the food thoroughly. So, yun yung purpose ng wisdom tooth. But, as we discover fire, as we discover the process of cooking, no, eventually, the wisdom tooth becomes vestigial. Wala na siya naging function, no? Kasi malambot na yung mga food. We don't need to chew that hard. Diba? So, hindi na natin kailangang mag-chew maigi. So, wala na siyang function. Wala na siyang silbi. Vestigial na lang siya, no? Ganun yung theory of use and disuse. Pag hindi ginagamit, liliit or mawawala. Okay? Pag ginagamit constantly, lalaki. It will become enlarged. Mga utak, kapag hindi ginagamit, liliit yan. O, kapag ginagamit, no, hindi lang, yung mga nangongopya lang, walang ano sa mundo, puro kopya lang, hindi mo ginagamit utak mo. O, liliit yan, mawawala yung kulubot. No? The more na makulubot ang utak, the more na may alam. So, kapag yan ay ginagamit mo lagi, no, yung mga laro mo sa cellphone mo, yung mga ano, yung mga, what do you call that? Mga brain games, yung mapapaisip ka, yun, may exercise yan. Unlike sa mga Candy Crush, yung mga ganun, walang silbi. No, hindi siya may exercise. So, disuse, hindi siya nagagamit. No? Aside from function ng katawan mo, hindi mo siya pinapagana. Sa math, hindi mo tinatry mag-solve. So, mawawala niya ng function, wala yang silbi. Okay, so ganun po. Then last, yung decomposers. Decomposers, they are also known as detritivores. Detritivores. No? Ay, detritivores. So, ano ginagawa ng detritivores? Didecompose. For example, namatay si lion. Okay? Scavengers will scavenge the body of the meat of the lion. Lion has no direct or natural predator, no, in his or in its environment. So ang mangyayari, naturally mamamatay siya. Sa sakit, sa katandaan, no? Ganun. Then yung meat niya, hindi yun basta-basta attract yung mga scavenger doon, mga hyena, mga, ano tawag dito? Vulture, no? So kakainin nila yun. Eventually, mayroong mga sungot-sungot na hindi kaya nilang ma-reach or ayaw na nila. So si decomposers yung tatrabaho no? The body will be decomposed and of course, 'di ba, si lion, for example, kinain niya si zebra. Si zebra kinain yung plant. So yung energy from the plant napunta sa zebra, napunta sa lion, namatay si lion, yung energy napunta sa detritivores, sa decomposers. Okay? Then the decomposer secretes yung mga byproduct nila. Parang tayo, di ba? Okay? O, pa sinabi sa kumakain, if we eat, no, nagsisecrete tayo ng byproduct na form of stool or feces. Ganun rin yung decomposers. Then saan mapupunta yon? Sa lupa. It will be absorbed by the soil, then it will be absorbed by the plants. Then kakainin ulit ng mga herbivore. Herbivore will be consumed by the carnivores, and the process will continue. So, ganun po ang energy flow sa ating environment, sa ating ecosystem. Okay, do you have any questions? Questions? Wala. Mag-ML lang kayo. Wala po. Sure? Di ba wala kayong ganang parang hindi kayo curious sa mga bagay-bagay. Wala po, sir. Okay. Anyways, 5 minutes na lang naman. I will leave early dahil pupunta pa akong school. So if you have any questions, just message on the group chat para ma-answer. Kasi kanina sa ibang section